Well, good morning to you all. It's Black Dragon, your boy Black Dragon Biker TV. And as always, I would like to thank you all for tuning in and from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. I guess I am required to address things because I'm a public figure. And as a public figure, you have to hold yourself publicly accountable for all things. And so I try to, I always try to bare my heart to you folks. And sometimes it's embarrassing. Sometimes some of the things that happen is just embarrassing. And this is a, you choose to put yourself in the public spotlight. This is something you choose, and with it comes a lot of great things: adoration and respect and admiration, and then sometimes other things come that are tough. People don't like you. Sometimes people want to hurt you. People insert themselves into your business. This is all a part of it. Being in the public spotlight. You guys are, many of you who have been watching. Now, a lot of you guys are, what the hell is going on? But many of you who watch and watch for a while, and for those of you who've been watching for years that have kind of like inserted yourselves into my public family. Many of you guys know kind of what's going on. But for those of you who don't, we're not covering news right this second. Just hang in there. If you care, you care. If you don't, you don't. That's cool. So those of you who are aware of me are aware of my ongoing feud with Marcell Big Cell Tillman. Why do I use his entire name? Because he came on a show and used mine. Very disrespectful. So when he was part of that, that's when I decided to do the same things. I'm the kind of person that you push, I push back. I try not to go out of my way to harm people or do anything to people. I try to live a good life, but in this world, especially this motorcycle world, sometimes stuff just be coming at you. So Marcell and I had a very public falling out, and I will tell you, it was painful for me because I saw him as a brother, as my brother. We had a personal relationship that meant the world to me. And so the disloyalty really shook me to the bone. And it was very painful for me. It wasn't like some stranger sticking a knife in my back. It was like my own brother doing it. And with the things that were done, I found it hard to get around it. One of the things is that when we became enemies, not speaking to one another, whatever you want to call it, when that happened, there was a conscious effort by him to destroy my reputation among African American people, black folks. And he did that by consistently, in every opportunity he got an opportunity, every chance he got. Oh, I don't deal with Black Dragon because of his stance against black people. He's turned against black people and all this kind of stuff. Never one time articulating what I did against black people. For me, the real line crossing came when he showed up with an avowed white separatist racist on a show designed to attack me. And I I have a long history with racism I don't often talk about. I am a little bit older than most of the folks that watch me. And a lot of folks that I know, especially in the motorcycle club, and the younger generation, really hasn't seen eyeball to eyeball the kind of Southern racism I saw as a kid growing up in Huntsville, Alabama, Orlando, Florida, Oklahoma City, Lawton, Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas, deep, some places deep in the South, Jackson, Mississippi, where I saw a lot of violent racism from violent people. There was violence in my life, violence in my home. I saw violence. I saw people killed and murdered around me. I saw my own family, my own mother, have to fight and shoot weapons, guns at people who were trying to harm us because we were black, that had this separatist, evil kind of flow to them, where they were out to destroy my life and the life of my sisters and my mother and my father simply for existing on this planet as black people. Something that nobody ever, I didn't ask to be born a certain race or a color. I'm just here. So for me, that was the line crossing when he showed up on a show with this avowed white racist who espouses those theories. And for me, I could hate, I could be at arms, I could be angry with a black man. He could be my enemy. But I would never show up with a racist that's against the entire race to take him down. That, for me, that was the major thing. I found that there was no turning back. There was a lot of other things, but that was the big thing. That when people say, well, you won't even face Big C, you won't even go on a channel with him, you won't go on a show with him. So our brother Goldie De Witt decided, enough between these two black men. I'm going to solve this issue. And he took this as his burden. And I really wanted nothing to do with it. It came after the latest thing where Big Cell went to jail. And yes, I did do a video about it. And yes, I did a video about it. And some people thought it was hitting below the belt. I don't think it was hitting any lower below the belt than somebody coming on the show with this racist who then went on 3 days later to do another show where he called me the N-word after being on Big Cell's show. And at not one time was that ever even talked about or whatever. So I felt like it was what it was between us. It is what it is. It became Goldie's thing. I want to put this beef down between two black men on the set. And so he began to call me over and over again to settle this thing. And I was like, let me be clear. There's not a situation where I want to be on a show with this man. And Goldie was like, well, there's got to be something. I'm not asking you guys to be friends. There's got to be something where you just squash the beef. You stop going at each other. And I was kind of like, well, you know, he opened up the floodgates. Let's let the water out. But I said, you know what, Goldie? If that man, and he's not going to do this, if that man apologizes to me for the things that he has done, I'll squash the beef. Goldie said, well, he will apologize to you. I said, there is no way that man will ever come on a show. And Goldie, that's the last he heard, was there's no way that man will ever come on a show. And he keeps telling people, Black Dragon said you would never come on a show, but yet here you are. No, that's not what I said. What I said is there is no way that man will ever come on a show and speak the truth. It's not in his DNA. It's not in his character. It's not in his heart. He can't do it. It's not possible. And there's no way he will ever come on a show and apologize to me. It just won't happen. Goldie said, well, actually, I've been talking to the man. I've talked to him for 2 hours, and he's more than willing to come on the show and apologize. He just doesn't know what he did wrong to you. And I was like, that's impossible. There's no way that you couldn't know what I did. And he said, he doesn't know. I've talked to him. He doesn't know what he did. He knows he's done something, but he doesn't know exactly what he did. And I did something that I probably shouldn't have. I agreed. I said, Goldie, I tell you what, he doesn't know what he did. There's probably about 5 or 6 things that I could say. These are the things I'm most upset about. I will write these things down and I will give them to you. And so I told Goldie I would do that. And he says, well, when might I expect them? I said, I'll try to have them done for you this evening. Now, I'd been getting sick. You guys have been watching me. I have been coughing and all this kind of stuff the last 2 weeks. I should tell you also that at some point, Goldie was pretty upset with me because we were going back and forth, and he had called me, says, I don't want to hear any long stories. You talk too long. I don't want to hear it. I'm trying to explain what's going on. I don't want to hear it. It's too long. So he got very short. And I'm a person, I'm a talker, I'm a verbose. That's why I got my show. I can talk right now. And if you don't want to hear it, you can hit the damn shut off button. So, old people, when we get old, we like to talk. And the problem is folks don't want to listen. If folks in your family, oh, there goes Grandpa with another story. But the power of social media gives me the opportunity to talk to people that want to hear the old man rant. And there are people that will come day after day after day and listen for 1 or 2 hours. And it might only be 25 people. But that's the blessing. I have found a family of folks that don't mind hearing the old man rant. So I wrote down what my issues were. And one of my good friends, Sensei from Right Fit Nation, called me. And I read the whole thing to him. And he said, Black Dragon, that is really, your issues are really well thought out. That's really in depth. But I got to be honest with you, man. Goldie's not going to read all that shit. He's not going to read that on his show. And you got to rewrite it. And having had the conversation where just a couple hours previous to that, no, stop. I don't want to hear it. It's too long. It's too long. Short. I realized, you know what, Sensei, you're right. I'm going to have to cut this. So I went back to work on it. And I tell you something, y'all, I got sick as hell. I got sick to the point that, man, I couldn't hardly even breathe. I got sick so bad, I laid in the bed for 3 days. Now, here's the thing. I had worked on that thing and didn't get it finished. So the next day or two later, probably a couple days later, I sent Goldie a message saying, hey, man, I'm sick as a dog. But the next day I got up and I did my show. And of course, when I do my show, I'm going to try to look my best. Well, already then! I'm going to do that if I have to cough it out. Those of you who've been watching me a long time, you know that. So Goldie took an affront to that. He mentioned it on his show. He said he was sick, but the next day he was on the show. And after I did that show, I went and I collapsed. Tia got me to the hospital a couple days later. That man put me on 5 days bed rest. And if you guys notice, I haven't done a video since the 23rd, I believe. So Goldie he definitely took, he was insulted. He was definitely insulted. And he felt like I had snubbed him. And that, he's a man. I don't want to say it hurt his feelings, but it absolutely affected him. It really pissed him off. And it was probably hurtful to him because we have a personal relationship, or had one. And it was something that he wanted to do in his podcast. And it was a signature event for him because he really wanted to make this happen. And so when he didn't hear from me, he got angry, got very mad. And I get a call on Christmas Day. On Christmas Day, I get this call that's from a guy named C. Ryder. He goes, "Black Dragon, I got to tell you." And I'd been calling C. Ryder for 2 or 3 or 4 months just to check on him, see how he was doing, that kind of thing. And I hadn't heard from him. And I saw the phone ring on Christmas Day. I didn't feel great, but I answered the phone. "C. Ryder, man, it's so good, man. I've been calling you. Are you okay?" And your boy said to me, "Dragon, I got to tell you, I'm very disappointed in you. You have an opportunity to face Big Cell face to face, and OG, you won't do it. And you're an OG, and I have respect for you." I said, wait a minute. I never asked to be your OG. I never asked for any respect. I never asked for these things you're putting on me. And to talk to Big Cell, I have no intention of talking to that person that is never going to speak the truth. It's not within him. And after that guy did that stuff, now I didn't say this part, but after that guy did that stuff with that racist, that I'm not fixing to be on a stage with that man. He said, "Yeah, but Goldie's got him on the show right now, and they're going to be your opportunity to face him right now because they're going to be talking about you." And I tell you something, what? They're going to be talking about me? Send me the link right now. Because I can be animated and upset and stuff like that. People know me, how to press my buttons. And Goldie got word back from C. Ryder, "Black Dragon's coming on your show." And so now what I didn't understand that that show was not about me. That show was Goldie bringing Big Cell on to prove that Big Cell had said that he would apologize to me or be on a show or something like that. That was his proof of life video. I was misled, however. I thought these guys were going on to lament me. And I came on to that chat room with smoke coming out of my nostrils, ready to do the dragon thing. And Goldie said, "Hey, this is a video where I'm going to bring Big Cell on. This is the proof of life video where Big Cell is at." And I realized it wasn't what I was misled to believe that it was. And then Goldie's, "Oh, we got word that Black Dragon's going to be on." And so I could see him getting angry because I didn't come on. I wasn't in any condition to come on. I wasn't feeling my best. I was pissed off. I was angry. And Goldie had said on there, if Black Dragon comes on this thing pissed off and angry, we're going to cut his mic. And I said, you know what? That's not a place for me right now. I'm sick, I'm angry, I'm pissed off. I've been misled. And I said, I'll just chill out. I'm going to go back to bed. And the situation devolved. And I could see Goldie getting angrier and angrier. And by the end of that video, the last 36 minutes of that video, it devolved into name calling, talking about how I was built, talking about my character, even calling my ass old. And so at some point, Goldie says, Big Cell, he said you would never apologize. And Big Cell does the shit Marcell Tillman does so well. Black Dragon, if I did anything wrong, man, I'm so sorry. But if I don't have any beef with anyone, you know, my phone is open. You can always call me. Great stuff. It sounds so good. It's all bullshit. I love to show my phone log where I called you time after time after time, and you refused to answer the phone, and then sent me back a message with your temper and my attitude. We should never speak again. See, the man could not, he doesn't have the ability to speak the truth. Oh, all you got to do is call me. You won't accept the call. Stop it, bro. Stop it. And this is what I didn't want to have to deal with on a show. If I apologize, if I did something, that's not an apology. Let me tell you something. Let me explain to you what an apology is. A tort is something that you do to someone. That's a tort. It's something that you do to someone. It is a civil wrong. It can be a breach of contract. It's not keeping your word. There are two parts to a tort. It's an injury you cause to someone. There's three parts. There's negligence. You should have known what you did was wrong. There's an intentional tort. I did it exactly because I wanted to hurt you. And then there's a strict liability where whether you meant to do it or you didn't mean to do it, you were still wrong. When a person apologizes, they allocute if they really want to apologize. An allocution is an admission. I did this thing wrong to you. An acknowledgement of the tort. An acknowledgement of the injury. An expression of remorse. And an acceptance of responsibility. It is very, very humbling, but it's not all that hard. The first thing they say, if you got a problem, you got to admit there's a problem. That's the first step in solving a problem. If I did something wrong to you is not an apology. It's a deflection. It's not an admission of guilt. I am going to show you all right now how to apologize. Check it out. Use this as a learning lesson. Goldie De Witt, I told you I was going to do something. I was negligent in failing to do it. The intentional part was that I really didn't want to do it. So I didn't put it at the top of my list. I was sick and I wasn't feeling well, and I figured I'll get to it later. I did not give you the priority you deserved or expected. In that, I was wrong. I acknowledge that I hurt your feelings or severely disappointed you or both. I acknowledge that our friendship required a better level of prioritization to you. I acknowledge the injury to what it is that you were trying to accomplish, and my complicity in that caused you to fail in that attempt. If I could have the opportunity to go back, I wouldn't do it the same way. But I did not keep my word to you. That is something that you said we can never recover from, and I understand that. But I apologize for my failures to you, Goldie De Witt. I acknowledge the tort, I acknowledge the injury, and I acknowledge my negligence and my intentional harm. I have excuses, but they do not remove the fact that I should have gotten you those statements, and I did not. I have not been able to come on here and address this because I have pride and ego. And so I needed to let myself cool down and calm down to be able to rightfully accept my responsibilities as a man. I apologize to you, Goldie De Witt, for those failures. I am angry at the things you have said about me, and so I've had to temper my tone by accepting my level of responsibility within this situation that I really didn't want to be a part of because I really despise that individual. But I recognize your attempts at bringing peace to this situation, and I recognize the anchor I put in the way of bringing that peace. I hope that you will accept my apology, my recognition of my complicity, and I hope that if I have the opportunity to ever deal with something like this again, I handle it in a more professional, humane, and exemplary manner. And if Big Cell ever wishes to apologize to me, that normal bullshit that he does, like every time he messes with the Outcast Motorcycle Club and comes back, oh, big brother, this is Big Cell, man. If I said something, man, I'm sorry. That's not an apology. It's not an apology that works for me. An apology is an allocution, an acceptance of responsibility, an acceptance of the injury, an acknowledgement of the injury, and a show of remorse. These, my friends, are apologies. They're not all that hard, but they are fucking embarrassing. With that, I'll go to my co-hosts right after this brief introduction. Listen, thanks for tuning in for the past 6 years. Back in a minute and 7 seconds.
Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe to get updated Biker News with MC Protocol. A lot of phonies popped up when this YouTube Biker News craze came about, but the man on this channel is the first to do it and the only one that never sold out. His name's Black Dragon. Started the Navy and hit the sea, revving Uncle Sam. They traded that uniform for the best from the Mighty Black Sabbath. Not the band, I'm talking about the Mighty Black Sabbath. MC. We're paid his dues in the artist stripes, from prospect all the way up to national P. All the copycat creators and the content stealers and haters, there have been many, but there's only one larger than life. Like Michael with the cowboy hat that knows kung fu and says kick Kenny. Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Yourself educated by his books and you learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers MC Protocol.
This one kid I met on the channel a few years ago.
Well, alrighty then. Alrighty then. It's your boy Black Dragon, and I'd like to thank you all for tuning in to Black Dragon Biker TV. And as always, I'd like to thank you and introduce, as we are the only motorcycle club and MC Protocol channel in the entire world to have our own police commissioner, Lavish T. Williams. What's up, Lavish T. Williams?
Flying 1% diamond.
We can't.
Still on that same thing.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you, Lavish T. Williams. We can't hear you.
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on?
What's up? And allow me to introduce our second co-host, as we're the only motorcycle club and MC Protocol channel in the entire world to have our very own Dr. Logic in the house. And the Giants ain't nothing. Dr. Logic.
Whatever. What's going on, everyone? What's going on, Lavish? What's going on, Black Dragon?
You know, I'm just waiting, man. You know, I'm just waiting, man. You know, I've been waiting all morning, man. You know.
I know I had to go refresh my coffee. Now I forgot to put some sweetener in. It's
no, he's mad because we're an hour late. But hey, preacher, tell him my computer broke down.
Man, an hour and a half later.
Yeah, they took that. No, his computer did break down. They took that joke about 20 minutes to reboot it.
I mean, shoot, after it got back up, man, I had to wait 30 minutes for, you know, an interlude.
Listen, man, the computer broke. That's one of the reasons I hate live. Hey, Black Dragon, sorry I haven't called yet. I've tried, don't know the country code. I'll find out how you can call me from Australia. I'll find out. But you should call me on WhatsApp. But if you can't call me on WhatsApp, I will. Just send me your number. I'll call you. Send me your number.
I have to go sweeten this coffee. Y'all keep talking. It's nasty.
What's up, Logic? Lavish. What's up, Lavish? Did I say Logic?
Man. You know me, man. You know, I listened to the whole 30 minutes, man, of everything that you said, man. So how do you want me to go start off, man? How do you want my introduction, man, to everything, man? You know, because I only know how to do things one way.
I'm sure.
And you know, and that's keeping it real, man, all the way around, man. I just want to know, man, what was that whole 30-minute spiel about and for? Short version.
You know, the thing is this. You guys have a different way of talking than I do.
Yeah.
My way of talking requires a 30-minute spiel. I don't apologize for that. It's the way it is. It's how I communicate.
Well, I get that's how you communicate, but let me just cut right down into it, man, because just like me and you have conversations, you know, me and Lige, we had conversations, we all had conversations, we speak our mind and everything like that, man, you know, and I don't go trying to shame somebody or put them on the spot, because I tell a person how I feel, and we don't always have to agree. We can agree to disagree. But when you look at in the media, and we're doing media type of stuff, a media person can curve the narrative of a story to fit the way that it needs to fit, depending on how they want it to fit.
Not just a media person, everybody in the world curves the narrative.
We speaking on media because we're media.
They want to curve it. So it's not just a media person.
Let's focus on the topic. We speaking media because we're doing media type of stuff. So, you know, I want to stay on the point. I can say, hey, listen, there's a guy. I can say, I want to use logic. I can say, listen, you know, there's a pastor named Logic. You know, he's a great guy. He does a lot of stuff in the community. You know, excellent guy. Come from a rough background with a different past, and he changed his life around. that can be a heartfelt story. But then I can flip that same story, and then I can say, rough pastor from a harsh background did XYZ today. And you might know him from doing things in the community, and they put it out there and paint this dude up to be something bad, just with the play on words. I'm saying all that to say is that the 30 minutes that you spent talking, man, I don't think that that was to get to the point of the elephant in the room.
Well, that's your opinion. You're welcome to it.
That's my opinion, because now we got, for the listening viewers that don't know anything about what happened in the last few days, now they have this whole spiel of a story that translates within a period of
Your
time.
your
So
your
now
audio is messed up.
they have their head set on what they just heard. So it's no different than a prosecutor telling the story in the courtroom to view the jury. And I feel like that's kind of what just happened. You know,
Are y'all hearing
event.
him, or is that just
Nobody's
me?
hearing him.
Oh, hey, Lavish, check your audio, your connection.
Audio.
Yeah, you breaking up.
That's the problem. That's the problem with live.
I only hear talking.
Yeah, you sound like a robot, Doc.
All right, let me try to go on my other phone.
Yeah, that's the problem with live.
Give me a second.
Okay, let me keep talking. Let me talk while he's fixing that. So let everybody know. I know Black Dragon did his intro, and that, and, Black Dragon, I always told Black Dragon, we can try to change the show a little bit. That's when I first came on. I said, but and I laugh at him. I said, but nobody's going to change who he is. As soon as he try to be who I am, or be who Lavish is, or be who me and Lavish wants him to be, he no longer is Black Dragon. He's no longer Black Dragon. So it's not that I know a lot of people say, why are we trying to change Black Dragon? No, it's not that we're trying to change Black Dragon, because this man's a grown man. Man been around for 60-something years. You can't change him. He's set in his ways. But we can always improve our communication. That's all that is. That's all that is. We joke. Me and Lavish joke. People don't know. We was on a call yesterday. The show, we didn't have the show yesterday because us three was on a call yesterday. And the stuff that we said on that phone call yesterday it was better to be on that phone call and not live, because people take things out of context so much. And because everybody, all our viewers, y'all all have y'all perspective of things and what happens and who should do what. And I know one thing I did say to Black Dragon, I can give you man, you need to do this, you need to do that, blah, blah, blah. Lavish can do the same thing, because Lavish coming from his point of view, I'm coming from my point of view. But then I told Black Dragon, hey man, forget all of us. Do what you want to do. But if we want to move forward, at least hear the people out that really rocks with you. You're not, everybody's not going to agree with everything, but just hear the people out that rock with you, and not ignore, but really look at the people that want to keep things going negative. We don't want to keep things going negative. Not all the time. We're going to talk about the negative stuff in the motorcycle community, but not all the time. Y'all know I'm coming from an avenue of let's bring peace. If we can if the OMCs out there can have peace, why can't individuals have peace? You good with me? You know what, Lavish? I ain't like what you did. I'm sorry this had to happen to us. Yo, man, just live your life. I'm out of here. And he can do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, Black Dragon. That was a great intro. What else we want to talk about, how we're gonna move forward? It's on you, bro. What you gonna do?
It's actually on our brother down in the bottom.
on our brother Don.
Logic was on the nice way, man. Listen, I ain't got all that nice guy. Hey, man, I get right to the business, man. I just like to keep it real, 100% real, man. This is how I feel about the whole situation. We can go back and talk about your intro and all that, and that's fine and dandy. We can talk. I mean, I'm depicting stuff that you were saying. Now, here it go. You say, oh, man, he got this white racist guy on here, blah, blah, blah. Listen, where I'm from, it ain't no rules to war, baby.
That's right.
Do whatever it takes to get right to you.
That is right. I'm sorry.
I mean, you about to go.
You can't hold.
That is so right. No, and okay, and the reason. Hold that against nobody. The reason. Okay. Yes. Let me stop you right now. Let me stop you right now.
Go ahead.
I agree with you 100%. The reason I made that statement is because C. Ryder said, "I can't believe you went after that man when he was down." And war is war. You just said it.
Can I ask a question? Let me ask a question.
Go ahead.
I don't know, and I think somebody told me who he was, and I'm not talking about him. I don't know who C. Ryder is. I think I know who he is.
Yeah, you know who he is. He's the T-shirt guy. He makes a T-shirt.
He's a T-shirt guy. Okay.
He makes the best T-shirt
get that out there
in the entire effing world.
Right. I'm looking at it. Hold on. I'm looking at a comment because they say, why does everybody try to silence Black Dragon? So here go the thing. We don't try to silence anybody. It's a lot of conversations that go on behind the scenes. Let me tell you all about social media, what social media has gotten people so comfortable to doing. It got people so comfortable saying whatever on the keyboard that if they address it in my face or somebody's face, they're going to get punched right in the eye. So everybody can on the keyboard, but they won't roll up on you with that same energy. So when we be having these conversations, me, Logic, Black Dragon, it get kind of rough. You know what I'm saying?
I had to repent yesterday, y'all.
Yeah. So if you gonna kick it with a guy, don't be around 100 yes men. Be around somebody that's gonna call you out when you bold.
I don't think I have any yes men on this channel.
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying? So you know that's what I'm saying, because people again,
Mr. Dryson, what's up, Square?
You got a lot of commenters in your comments that follow you.
Look in the private chat.
So when they follow you, they going to address and agree and ride with you because that's who they support, which is cool. But behind the scenes, you gotta have them people that call you out, man, when you bold or when you think somebody's wrong, or when you see things your way. It didn't have a point of view meeting of the minds type of thing. No one tries to silence Black Dragon, do. We think that some of the times when he talking, you can get right to the point instead of 30 minutes. We only got an hour on.
I'm not a right to the point instead of 30 minutes guy.
Hold on. We got Logic working at podcasts. I'm out here doing the same thing. So we want to get a lot of information out, and we got a short window. But a lot of times Black Dragon is spending 30 fucking minutes on an intro. So that's what I'm speaking on. We're trying to push information out, and we can't.
I will work to do better
in a timely manner. Now, to get back to the subject of everything that's going on, what I call bullshit and what I call weak shit to me, I'm speaking only on this subject. I ain't trying to go back 3 months ago. What happened? He did this, he did that. Hey, take it on the chin and move on. That's how, I mean, that's just life. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be strong or you're going to be weak. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I want to speak on within the last week. We go back, just like you mentioned C. Ryder and how C. Ryder felt about something. You posted Big Sale, he's down. Okay.
That's right.
Pause. Now, you could be like, whatever, and you feel your way about it. But when you got certain dudes that come from a certain background, and this is the difference.
You explained that yesterday. You explained that to me yesterday.
A street dude is never in life going to clown a dude for getting locked up. We talk about a whole bunch of other stuff, but we ain't built like that. We ain't built like that. We ain't gonna talk about that. No, but a
street dude will go on live with a damn racist. That's okay to go on live with a racist, but it's not okay to talk about somebody that went to jail. It's okay to go on live with somebody that somebody who, like I say, I saw this horrible fucking violence. My own great grandfather was murdered by these racists. So
Subject.
it's okay to go on live with them and
You
talk about a
deflected.
guy, but it's just not okay to do it. Talk about a guy that went to jail. You got to miss me with that bullshit.
You
Who's
no,
the police?
you deflected. You
I'm
deflected.
not deflecting.
You deflected. You
I
deflected.
am not deflecting.
Hey, he say, why the police talking about street?
Who's the police?
Hey, who's the police? Hey, DeMar,
You're the
Google,
police.
use your internet, dummy. So anyway, man, I just feel like this, man. You know what I'm saying? You got dumb wads out there. That's why I talk about the internet gangsters, man. Pull up on me. I'm on Puritan. They get Detroit. Pull up on me, dog.
No,
See, y'all done got him hyped.
do not
You
pull
know
up
what I'm
on
saying?
him.
We supposed to left
I go that way.
Do
We
not
supposed
pull
to
up
left
on
that
him.
energy on the
He's
phone
not in
yesterday.
Detroit. Do not,
All
do
right,
not
so
call
anyway,
that.
man,
We supposed to left that energy on the phone yesterday.
to stick on the subject at hand. The thing about it is dog, when you at war, right? But you got certain things that certain people just not gonna do. I mean, even with my worst enemy, I'm not even gonna clown a homie in his legal situation. I want to get down on him later.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get back at him. Or
Well,
if
you
I
taught me
feel
that. You taught me that yesterday. I didn't
right,
know
or
that.
if I feel some type of way. So when it comes down to that kind of navigation, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna hear, you'll hear some street dudes even say, man, I don't wish jail on my worst enemy. You'll hear that kind of stuff, right? So when you put that stuff out
but
there,
I wish the Ku Klux Klan on him. Okay.
however,
that's not.
I don't remember the show. I don't remember that show. So I can't speak on that.
So when you put that kind of energy out there, everything, the smoke was wherever the smoke was at. The smoke was low, right? So when Black Dragon, when you go out there and you open the hole up so the smoke can get thicker, and you throw that out there, it comes with a response. And when the response comes, you can't get quiet. No, you gotta keep that same energy.
I wasn't quiet. I just wasn't going on right there. Hold on. Tia wants to speak. My beloved Tia wants to say something. Here you go, baby girl. Yeah.
Much love, honor, and respect to everybody, all the brothers. Honor and respect to Paul Perry, the father of the mighty Black Sabbath MC. I just wanted to say it's all of you all talk about each other behind your back. You had no reason to get in the ring with somebody who's Team Big Cell. I didn't even know who Goldie was till I heard him on the phone talking. And Goldie will tell you I actually misinterpreted him for somebody else on this. And I'm sorry that I guess I should be more knowledgeable about who people are. But when all you got to do is go to Goldie's page and see video after video of him and Big Cell together. First off, let's start there. I will never get in the ring with someone who is on the other side, period. Second of all, you had no business agreeing to nothing coming together with Goldie. You don't need nobody to talk to Big Cell. You got his number, he got your number. I am a witness to know that when you called Big Cell, he didn't answer. And I'm knowledgeable about the text message that he sent you. Big Cell has eaten at my table before. We have eaten at his table before. And that's why this shit hurts so bad. It's about betrayal. If Goldie was who you all say he is, all you have to do is go check the receipts or look back at the video from earlier this year and saw on a panel with your club brothers talking shit about you. So let's start right there. Do you get a reason? Let's start right there. How about we start right there? And if I wanted a hood nigga, I would have had me one. There's plenty of them out there. But I don't particularly like going to sit up in the fucking jail visiting no nigga or nobody because they couldn't do what they were supposed to do. That shit has never amused me. So no, part of the reason why he didn't get on that show, because I was under his ass too. Telling him, well, you never, ever should agree to have a show with that man. He's Big Cell. Some people, you don't need, you turn right. Turn right. I don't know why he's not telling you where to go. But I don't know why people act like doing, and that, I don't know what Big Cell was doing. I don't know what he was doing, but I wish him much love and success. And like I said, this is family. It always hurts when we arguing and fighting with family. I've been in the room with him and his wife, me and you together. So to me, I don't wish nothing bad on that man. I really don't. And honestly, I still have love and respect for him. But at the end of the day, stay the hell over there. I don't even need a reason not to fuck with you. I don't need a reason. That's enough reason. Go back and watch the video from earlier this year. There's been time and time again. Why do you need 5 questions or 5 statements to say why you don't fool with him? It's there. Go back and watch the video. And that's all I'm gonna say. Happy New Year, everybody. God gonna take us through there. And we're gonna get to a new year and we're gonna continue to get this money. And everybody buy that book. This is the best book that I've read or been a part of. And it's got so much, you know how artists, when they go through something in their life, they cram it in an album and it be the best album ever. So buy the book.
Thank you, baby. Peace. Okay.
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 Hey, man.
Listen, I need to just take part of what she said out. I don't want everybody to think that my woman was telling me I couldn't go on the show. Let's move on.
Hey,
I think that's what she told you, though, bro. You better not go there. I think that's what she
You don't
told
run nothing here.
you. Yeah.
You know, I heard that, man. But I want, you know, I want fast forward the thing. If you got Goldie that's trying to promote peace between 2 guys, and he extends the hand out, and the other guy agrees on it, and you verbally agreed on it at that time, I just feel like you should honor what you said at that time. I could talk to a guy that I got problems with.
Absolutely. And I apologized for that. Absolutely.
Hold on.
I should have honored that.
I can agree. I can, me and Logic could be not even rocking like that. And somebody want to put us together. I got 2 options I can do, man. I can already say up front, I ain't rocking with him and I don't want to meet with him. I ain't got nothing to say to him and it's done and over with. Don't come back with me with all that kind of stuff. But that didn't happen. What happened?
Agreed.
You agreed.
Agreed.
So
I was wrong.
As a man, I got to keep my word on
that.
I
was wrong and I've apologized, brother.
I got that. But, you know, you apologize. You got all that. You know what I'm saying? But did you let them know? Hey, man, you know what, man? I don't know what I was thinking at that time. I ain't rocking with all that. I would rather come up and let a person know I ain't feeling none of that stuff, man. I ain't got time for all that.
I tried to do that, but he was very...
If I gave my word, let me, you know, even if I ain't got nothing, I can sit on the internet. I can sit here with Logic and I ain't got nothing to say, but I did it just for the hell of it, just to honor my word. That don't mean at the end of the day, me and Logic gonna be cool. But then again, it can mean that we just, hey, I ain't got no beef with him like that. I ain't rocking with him, but it ain't no ill
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And keep the party moving. It don't cost nothing to silence some bull crap, man. And then sometimes, again, because we talk about on the show, we can't be hypocritical. You can misunderstand something, or then again, you can have a different point of view and y'all express it and get it over with. Keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I just look at stuff, man, on a different point of view, man.
It's not different. I agreed 100% with you. I started my show off with a 30-minute soliloquy, in that soliloquy, I apologized. Huh?
It was 30 minutes. I'm just saying, man,
in
like
soliloquy, I said everything you just said. I was wrong. I accept and acknowledge the tort. I gave my word. I did not keep it. I did not put it at the right priority. I did not. But this idea, somebody said, Goldie provided a platform for 2 men to show up and only one showed up. That was never even.
That was never. And look, can I speak to that? Let me speak to that. For those that think that
was on the
show
cuff.
that show with Goldie and when Big Cell was on was not the show that Goldie was talking about to have between Big Cell and Black Dragon. That was not. So to say, oh, Black Dragon didn't show up, he was not really. First of all, Goldie didn't even know Black Dragon was going to be in the chat. That was not the show. Even if you watched the show, even Big Cell said, "Oh, this is the show. Oh, we're not trying to have it now." Because if you saw the show, Big Cell was with his family, so that wasn't the atmosphere to have this kind of discussion. And and it's funny. Nobody, like we said again, people keep saying you can't tell a man what to do. We're not trying to tell Black Dragon what to do. Black Dragon has expressed himself, but I find it funny that we cannot, as people, find a way to squash stuff. I've seen stuff when stuff hasn't got squashed years down the line. That beef planted a seed for stuff years down the line. Nobody sees it now. I've seen it happen, and we don't. I don't know Big Cell. I do. When I mean I don't know, I've never met him. I never met him. Never sat down and spoke.
You don't want to know him,
but just to hear people just going back now. Big Cell said something, and I don't know if you caught this, Black Dragon, when you saw it or Lavish. He said something on that show with Goldie. He says, in this time when he says, I don't know exactly what I did to Black Dragon. He says, well, if he get me on something, well, so be it. It's social media. If he get me, he got me. If I get him, I got him. He said, but I don't have beef. When he said that, I'm like, okay, can y'all just come together, and this is in my mind, and just say, oh man, I don't got no beef with you, man. I don't got no beef with you. And then go about your business.
I have beef with him.
Well, I know you do. I know you do. I'm just saying, you want
that man apologizes to me,
right.
I will drop my beef. Goldie got that from me. Hey, nobody was going to get that from me. Goldie pushed and pushed until he got that from me. And I never should have agreed. You're right. Everything you say and have been saying over the past 2 or 3 days, jumping in my ass all day.
Hey, Logic. So is Black Dragon just being stubborn?
Everybody's being stubborn.
Just cut me off, man.
It's not just Black Dragon. Go ahead, Black Dragon.
I'm just because we got Black Dragon on the phone. I only can speak on the person that's in front of me, man. I can't speak on nobody else but the person in front of me.
You're in front of you. You see you first. You see you first. You're the most stubborn of us all. And I was just telling you that for the past 3 days that you've been 2 feet deep in my ass. I agree with everything you said. Everything. We haven't had any very nice conversations in the past 2 or 3 days.
That's what I be trying behind the scenes. A lot of stuff go on, right? So when you have people in the comments, they don't even understand the magnitude of, how deep and serious and how these conversations are. Yelling, shouting, disagreements.
Let me tell you something. Let me say two things about.
I couldn't believe it.
But let me say 2 things about the yelling and shouting. And like I said, nobody's trying to tell Black Dragon who not to be. But growing up in New York, the person we always felt, the person that's the loudest, that laughs and don't want nobody else to talk and everything, that's the person that knows they're wrong. Now, this may not be the case here, but that's always been the man. Why you got to be so loud, man? Why don't you let the other person talk? Secondly, I'm gonna leave that alone. Moto God said something about apology, and I know this was the thing that was the title of the show. And Black Dragon has said his what you can say, his understanding of Big Cell's apology on that show. I can't say, maybe Black Dragon can say, but I can't say that Cell was not sincere in that apology.
That's because you don't know Big Cell. You don't know him.
Hey,
right.
man, if
Exactly.
you put 2 people in the room, you're gonna figure out a different story, man. The truth gonna come out, man.
You don't know that, man.
Right, I don't.
Part and parcel to the same shit he always does.
Okay.
And everyone that knows him, like Keisha Dixon and that other lady that did that whole long podcast,
they are his name into this.
Closest friends. I put their name in it because they made a public podcast. I don't bring people in that don't make a public podcast.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah,
about this.
That was the reason I did my podcast, is because they did theirs. And they mentioned my name in the podcast. And they mentioned that they told Big Cell he was wrong when he did the things he did to me. They told him, his own best friends. These are his homies.
Hey, listen, I gotta go. I gotta get my crispy haircut. But before I get off this line.
I thought you were gonna say Krispy Kreme.
No. Before I get off this line, it's always gonna be some back and forth stuff until you put two people that got the back and forth issues in the same room and put it on the table. And then the story and the dynamics changes from there. Everything that he said, it changes, and it ain't always what he said. Oh, the story twists and flips at this point because the truth comes out. That's all I'm saying. I don't think that it's a problem to have two people in the room to discuss something and walk out and say, you know what, we discussed it. F you, I still ain't screwing with you, but you know what I'm saying? We there. You know, I mean, but then again, I can't tell you how to move, man. I can't tell you what to do. I can tell you if it was me, I might sit down and just listen, and I still might say you full of shit and I ain't fucking with you, so fuck you, man, and keep it moving. But you're gonna hear it from me, because you don't know how I feel, and my story and my mode and my attitude ain't gonna change, man. You know, that's just me, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off here because
what?
Tied up.
You ain't tied up. Your hair is looking kind of bad, though.
I might get a haircut, man. I gotta look good. It's New Year's.
You are looking a little rough. You are looking a little rough. All right.
All right, bro.
Appreciate
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Black Legionnaire. But Black Legionnaire, he says, how is that sincere? If I ever did something, I apologize. Honestly, Black Legionnaire, I've said that. I went on because I got different pages, and I got pages.
Those are not the elements of an apology.
Let me say something, bro. This is gonna be real short. I'm just saying, acknowledge that I've done that before. I went on my other page and I put a message out to everybody back in my old stomping ground. I said, look, for all the people out there that I may have hurt, I may have done anything to, because I don't say nothing to nobody unless I'm in their face. I may have hurt physically and everything. I apologize. I may not remember what it was, all the fights we had on the block, in the park, and all in the schoolyards, and blah 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 blah. But I've done that. A general, that may not be the same thing you're talking about, but I've done that. I say, hey, if I've done anything to y'all,
a general apology is for when you don't know what you've done, and you can't figure it out.
You've done something,
like Centoya Rogers said.
Okay.
I think a lot of mother effers forget all the bullshit Big Sellout has done and said to Black Dragon. They do. People's memories are short. But he definitely should have attended the live, I guess. First of all, the live was not meant for that.
Yeah,
and I could see that when Goldie thought I was coming on, how angry that he got. But it was never meant for that. And I sure wasn't fixing to do that. Hey, I was sick, and I want to tell you guys something. This is my teaching lesson. This is my teaching moment. One of the reasons that I did not go on is because I was not my best. And I'd already been set up like, if he comes on this thing yelling and screaming, I'm going to cut it off. So already we had this big caveat that I couldn't be myself. And number two is, there was this guy by the name of Joe Biden. And I sincerely believe Joe Biden is not the president today because of one big F-up that he made. Bigger than all the other F-ups. He was beating Trump in the polls, and it's very hard to beat an incumbent. But he did something that got his incumbent ass whooped. And that was when he woke up one morning sick, and he had a debate that evening. There was something in his ego that would not let him say, I don't feel well today. I'm not at my best, and I better not go get on that tube and look like a effing moron. Something did not click, and he took his ass up on that stage, and the rest is history. The next thing everybody said was, you're a moron. You look like a moron. How long have you been in this condition running our country? Let me tell you something. When you start to get older, and you still got to spar with these young guys, you pick your battles and you spar at your best. I was not going on that channel, not in my right, proper forum.
Not in your right mind. I'm
coughing. Not in my right mind. Not in my right mind. I'm not in my right mind. I wasn't going on there like that. It was impromptu. I didn't have like that guy would have got to lying and I'd have lost my mind. Like all he's got to do is pick up the phone and call me. Well, I need to have my screen I can go to and say right here, this is all the times I called you, and here's the text message you sent back with you said with my bad attitude and your anger issues, it's best if we never speak again. So why the hell would you go on Goldie's show and say, all Black Dragon has to do is call me, man. He knows my number. I know his. I can't abide a liar. But I tell you what, it looks good. It sounds good. It's beautiful. That shit was beautiful. I needed some music, man. That shit was beautiful.
I got a question.
We need some, you know what we need? It sounded like that. It was just, damn.
Couldn't hear your music.
You didn't hear it?
No. Oh, okay. I heard it.
It was beautiful. It was like, all Black Dragon has to do is call me, brothers. I have no beef against him, and everything is just cool. It's all karma. And if I said something, I said it. And if I did, I did. Hey, it's social media. If I said it, I said it. If I did, I did. But brother, Black Dragon, if I've done anything at all, if I've done anything to harm you, I'm sorry. And I was like, man, this mofo right here, his production value is off the chain.
Can I ask you a question? This may or may not be connected. But have you ever physically faced someone, not beef, but this goes beyond beef, that you actually was at personal physical war with? Have you ever faced them? Somebody in your past, and then you see them 10, 15 years later. Have you ever faced them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Were you able to communicate? Even though, watch this, not talking about the past, but just communicate on this new higher level that you both were on.
Yeah. And then the guy's name was Fast. And he was I
was going somewhere with it. You didn't have to say his name.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But anyway, you said it. But and the reason where I'm going with that is I had that experience just this past July. Went to a funeral of an OG from our hood. And the first person that walked up to me in the parking lot was this dude that we tried to kill each other. And he walked up to me. What's up, D, man? Man, you a preacher now, man. What made you become a preacher? And I kind of told him, and we shook hands, took pictures. And I called my other homie that's down in Atlanta with you. I said, man, guess who I had a picture with? And I sent it to him. He's like, who is that? And I told him who. He's like, what? And I said, man, that war we had, that we was trying to take each other completely out, happened back in the 80s. Haven't had contact with him since then. But when we saw each other again, we didn't bring it up. That man, you was trying to kill me. I was trying to get you. We saw each other at a different level. My prayer, and this is just coming from the preacher part of me, y'all. My prayer is that somewhere down the line, I know we're older now. I ain't gonna say 30 years down the line, we'd be 90 years old, right? But somewhere down the line, that the verbal confrontation, because in my understanding, you and Big Sale never had a physical altercation. Am I correct?
No.
Okay. The verbal altercation,
of course not,
can be,
and he alluded to the fact, Goldie, you offered me $25,000, and I couldn't take it up on it, bro. Like
that was just Goldie's. That's Goldie's way. I'm just talking about.
No, that was what
you now. Y'all never had a physical altercation.
What you mean you couldn't take him up on it? Like what? Like I'm not even gonna go there with that.
But y'all never had one. So
no, absolutely not.
So somewhere down the line,
and I'm not fighting anybody. Black Dragon ain't fighting nobody.
Okay, good.
I'm not fixing to go meet you and fight you for $25,000 ain't shit in my life.
How you get on that, bro?
You just asked about the physical altercation.
No, I said, have you? I said, to my understanding, y'all never had a physical altercation.
No,
okay. No, y'all have a verbal one. Y'all have a heated, verbal one.
You know, it's somebody that did something and you took their ass to court and took all their money. You didn't have a physical altercation with them either. Like there's a lot of people that somebody that fires you off your job, there's no physical altercation, but you don't have a job no more. All these street dudes, like everything is a physical. You don't have to have a physical altercation with somebody to eliminate their ass.
I don't have verbal altercations long. I don't. I just don't. I don't have. If I had
Hollywood says it right here. Hollywood, I want you to know. And first of all, I appreciate you, Hollywood. Thanks for coming on. I
haven't
really
seen anybody here dogging me out, telling me to shut up lately. Let me see if I can read the comments.
Hollywood says here, you have the bigger platform, so why do you even give them the time of day? You know what, Hollywood? My first mind was to completely ignore it. My co-hosts are the reasons, because they over and over and over again over the past 3 days have, you got to say something. The streets are talking and all this old fucking dumb shit. I don't give a fuck about the streets. I don't live in the streets. But hey,
Somebody said, what was it? Lisa said, "Oh, do I?" And they say, "Throttle agree." A conversation is done.
I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was shit talk. I think he would have. I would like to think he would have. I don't know. I
ain't nobody really. It was funny. I can't speak for Goldie if he was true or not, but it was funny to see. Yeah. I guess it was like, it would have been like a celebrity boxing match. I don't know. I'm just playing now, you know. Do you catch amnesia when it's time to face fire?
And you know what? Hollywood says it right here.
What'd he say?
Love you, BD, more than anything, but you got to stop being weak. Weakness won't make anyone happier than him. You have a business to run. You now have to face prosecutors who will undermine your testimony because of shit that this guy has said. And so, you know, the reality, Hollywood is so effing right. Huh?
Where you at? Somebody said, Logic, I'm here. What's up? What you mean? What's up? Those fighting words. Somebody said, Logic, I'm here. What's up? Hollywood, what's up?
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at the comments.
Hollywood says, then put your co-host in their place. It's your damn show and your business that's at risk. You're the expert in expert business field, and it screws you. Yeah.
So Hollywood, you don't like what I'm saying? I take it Hollywood don't like what I'm saying.
No, Hollywood is like, why are you even giving this any air?
Oh.
Why are you even giving this shit any air? You got a bigger channel. You don't have any reason to be talking about this. The only person that loses is you. That guy hurt your credibility. You have to face prosecutors in court because you have a business that protects bikers. And you have to face these prosecutors because of lies this motherfucker has told. So all of this, oh, you should have shown up and all that. Hey, this guy hurt my fucking business. And Hollywood is so right about that. Sometimes I just need a real live voice in the room. Hey, we got on the show, we got the MC show. What's up, man?
What's that?
What's up, man?
How's everybody doing this morning? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay. Hey, man, listen. This whole thing, man, has been one big mess. Okay, and my thing is that first off, you know, when Goldie and Cell did their whole thing, you know, I used to talk to these guys. I don't talk to these guys anymore, but I used to talk to these guys. Okay. And it's amazing how the things that they used to say about each other is absolutely amazing. Okay, and I'll never indulge and say the things that they said about each other. But what I find odd is that whenever they made up to where it's now they can talk to one another, how come they didn't publicize it? How come they didn't do a podcast on it? Everything that they're criticizing Black Dragon about of him not doing, why didn't they do it amongst themselves in their own situation with each other? They didn't do that. All of a sudden, next thing you know, now they kumbaya. So I think it's disingenuous in what they're criticizing Black Dragon about, because they ain't did it themselves. So and now that Big Sam want to come on and talk about and say that he wouldn't take the 30,000. This is all public of what Goldie and Big Cell was saying. Big Cell mentioned something about $30,000. And when I first saw the video of the podcast that they did, I'm saying $30,000. You're like, what are they? What Goldie was offering $30,000 for them to do an interview or something? I'm trying to figure where the hell somebody want to pay $30,000 for.
No, for us to have a fist fight.
Yeah, so now it becomes a whole other thing now, some other BS now. So yeah, this whole thing has been one big cluster, and I think that if you're gonna bring the bullshit out in public, then don't be expecting us to accept the bullshit of y'all handling things behind closed doors. And then next thing you know, then y'all looking at everybody else, looking at the public, y'all should mind y'all business. Y'all should make comments. The public, shouldn't make comments about anything. Well, if you don't want the public to make any comments about anything, then don't bring the bullshit out in the public. Keep it behind closed doors.
Hey, listen, I just realized I have a 1 o'clock appointment, so I got to get the hell out of here. Hey, okay, I appreciate you. Love you, man. Thank you.
All right, bro.
I just realized I got a 1 o'clock appointment.
Put my address on there.
Here's the point, Logic. It's his show, and the topics to be discussed are his. He's not a street guy. Never has been. He don't need to ride on any street code to confront anyone. And that is a street guy right there. He knows.
Put my
I did.
No, down the bottom.
It's there.
I don't see it.
It's scrolling across the bottom.
No, that's the money thing.
Oh.
And the email address. There it is. Prayers at porchville.org. Send your information. Prayers@porchville.org. Thank you, sir.
Sorry.
No apologies needed.
I thought I was doing the right one.
No apologies needed. I understand insane. I said it, but I understand insane throttle biker news. Did I say it right? Insane throttle biker news. Yes.
No, you gave me a different address. info@porchville.org or prayers@porchville.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that's right. Prayers@porchville. Info is a different. That's an address, but this is the best place to send it. Just send if you have anything, just send it to that address. Prayers@porchville.org.
All right. Okay, Listen, an hour and 17 minutes. We got to run. But anyway, that's how you apologize, and that's how apologies should go. All right. Goodbye, preacher. Say something.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading what Insane Throttle said. All right, bro. Okay. Hey. So I'm getting ready to get off. Okay.
Oh, cool. This was love you, Logic, but when it comes to money, he's got a lot at risk to be putting some idiot on that risks his business. Black Dragon trying to help clubs, and first thing he gets on the stand is crap from Big Cell that comes out, and that's exactly what happened.
I got you.
So Hollywood is telling the truth. Always has. Okay. Here's your music. Man, I am so freaking late. Action.
All right, y'all. That wraps it up for this year. Hey, listen, this your boy Logic. Keep it logical. Listen, we having a New Year's Eve service, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time on my YouTube page. Not Keep It Logical, on my church YouTube page. So go out there and check that out. You can check me out on our Facebook page because there's gonna be semi-broadcast there. On the Porch Network is the church YouTube page. But listen, it's been a great year. If you're out there riding, if you're in the Northeast, I know you're not because it's 19 inches of snow. Here is nice and warm and everything. But when you ride, I'm gonna close out this year saying this. When you ride on 2s, 3s in your car, ride hard, ride safe, and always ride on faith. Keep it logical. Happy New Year. Peace.
Things are changing.
Oh shit! I missed.
Oh, you forgot that. Yeah.
I missed. Okay. Hey man, I appreciate you. You guys have a great. Hey, did you know it's New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even know it was New Year's Eve like that.
I'm having church service online. You know, It's high time. That's our theme for
You
next
have a
year.
church
It's
service
high time.
online so everybody can attend?
Yes, anybody can attend. On the Porch Network.
What's the thing? How do they get there?
On the Porch Network on YouTube. That's the YouTube channel.
On the Porch Network.
Mm-hmm.
What time is service?
10 p.m. Central Standard Time.
10 p.m. Central Standard. It's going to go to the new year?
It's going to go to 1 hour. So it's going to be it's going to be 11 p.m. Central, but it's going to be 12 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah. Okay. Well, for those
so
of
it's 11 p.m. your time.
Yes. So on the porch, I might be there. On the Porch.
On the Porch Network.
On the Porch Network tonight at 11. Listen, the last thing I want to tell everybody, and this is very important for me, I have just completed my newest book. It'll be up and available probably within the next day or two. It's Robert's Rules of Order for Motorcycle Clubs, running church the right way. Hey, listen, in my club, things were so bad at one time that we had to check our guns at the door and take our cuts off before meetings. I have been in meetings where people have pulled the pistols on the president and all this other kind of stuff. And this happened until a guy brought Robert's Rules of Order into our motorcycle club and changed the way that we spoke to each other and the way that we handled meetings. So this, my friends, is a book that has been a long time in coming. And everybody, we kind of know Robert's Rules a little bit, like, oh, I second the motion, I first the motion, but a lot of people don't really know how it works. And its purpose is to give every brother in the club a voice. And it avoids stuff like personalities, anger, talking, getting off the subject. If you really employ this, if you have those 2 and 3 and 4 hour church meetings that drag on and on with people yelling and screaming and pulling knives on each other, and I've been through it, and pulling guns on each other, and everybody's got to check their cut at the door because somebody might lose their cut and you don't want to have to kill them to get it away from them and all that kind of shit. If you want to get rid of that in your motorcycle club, you need to understand how to properly employ Robert's Rules. And I have gone through, with the help of AI, and pulled out of Robert's Rules of Order, the 12th edition, which was created in 2020, the latest and greatest edition for how to properly conduct meetings in church and actually get shit done. I pulled that out, Robert's Rules of Order for Motorcycle Clubs. It's called Running Church the Right Way. And this will blow your mind. This will make you, every sergeant at arms needs this, every president needs this, and every member needs this. But this will turn those very unproductive meetings in your motorcycle club into how to get shit done. So I wrote this book. I just finished it, and I'm very, very happy to present this. The 8th book in the Black Dragon Motorcycle Club Bible series, which features my #1 bestsellers, Sergeant at Arms Bible, President's Bible, the Prospects Bible, the Motorcycle Club Public Relations Officer's Bible, Motorcycle Club Protocol 101, and the Social Club's Bible, Lifting as We Climb. So this is the 8th book in that series, and I really think it will be a good read for you all and help you guys get your motorcycle club meetings really, really well established. So anyway, that's it, man. Your neighbor stole your Prospects Bible. That sucks. Anyway, man, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a safe New Year's Eve tonight. The drunk drivers and stuff will be out on the road. So keep that in mind. Have a safe New Year's Eve. I'm Black Dragon. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in, and get skinny. My book will be available on Amazon and Kindle within the next couple days, and it'll also be available at blackdragonsgear.com. And I will have some of the ebooks available at the Proc when we get there in a couple of weeks at the Proc. All right. You guys take care, and much love and respect. Love you all. Thanks for tuning in, and get skinny.
99s for a minute. What's up, Mama Ro? We'll talk about the 99s for a minute and what our responsibilities are and what we need to think about. Because if you don't really know what's going on the set, you can find yourself in kind of a precarious predicament if you make the wrong kind of moves or do the wrong kind of things when this kind of stuff goes. So when most percenters get into a war with one another, what should 99%ers do? Here's 10 things you should know. Thing number 1, stay in your lane. Find a corner and put your motorcycle club in it. If you're a president, you want to find a corner and put your motorcycle club in it. What I mean is, the set can be volatile. It can be very dangerous. And when you have that kind of thing going on, this set's not safe. So as a 99%er motorcycle club, what you want to find is yourself in your business, in your lane, while all of the fancy stuff gets handled on other levels.
Yeah, you heard that, didn't you? On other levels. Tried to tell you suckers, Black Dragon is the man. The Black Dragon is the man. A real OG, bonafide, certified, a true MC. The biker boys, the biker boys. It's in the house, and most definitely blow the whistle for Black Dragon Biker TV. That's right, I said Biker TV. See, one day, young Dragon made his way out the Navy to become a prospect. Some people thought he was crazy, but 5 years later, hard work became a habit.